building a family with a man, you know. So like it that's just some of the things that I observed. Sorry about my cat. It's one of those late nights. But yeah, I just feel like she's asking for a little too much for what she's asking for something that she's asking for too much. That's how I feel. And on top of that, she's not from our nation. So I feel like when she's indicting black men or saying things about black men, it's like you're a guest in this country. If she really felt that way, there's always the door, or there's ICE, or there's your homeland. You know, I just feel like there needs to be some type of boundaries when people reference in regards to us. I feel like anybody and everybody can basically say black or Negro and not face any repercussions. And I think those days are slowly coming to an end because people like me and others are getting really frustrated with that because we're not cosplaying anybody else. So why is everybody cosplaying us? So that's just some of the things I observe about this lady.
Well, one of the things I think I'd like to get back to is how do we address the issues, or like how do we address the sponsors? Like I said earlier, that Tariq Nasheed had said, when we get these type of issues, we should, speak to the sponsors. What do y'all think is a fair approach in addressing these sponsors? Because boycott just isn't the thing. But what is a way that you think we can address them and get some type of change?
There could be a written letter statement from an organization, and maybe it's followed up with a cease and desist letter saying that the funds should be returned back to the people based on the premise that there's not enough evidence to either confirm or deny her situation. And we feel like people that are contributing in our community could be perpetuating a fraud, and on top of that, perpetuating a narrative that's culturally insensitive against our
So
community.
you talking about going after the people where she has the fundraiser at directly
Yeah,
because
yeah,
they have canceled people's what's his name before.
Yeah,
So
GoFundMe's.
you
Right.
saying going straight to GoFundMe people?
Yeah.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Go straight to GoFundMe. Like, why are we even talking? And like that's what I would do. Like, shut them down, or say that, hey, if you're going to keep on promoting these type of guys, these white supremacists who murder our people, they are allowed to collect fundraisers. There should be a list of those entities. We should be putting the pressure on those type of entities. That's just my take on it. From like because me personally, I don't like people who's making money off our degradation. I don't like people who's making money off of our death. You know, it makes us. It really gets me teed off because we don't do that to anybody else. So why does everybody else feel that they can do that to us? So that's just kind of the bottom line of why I get kind of upset with it, because it makes us even more vulnerable as targets where people see us as a dollar sign, not as a human being. And that's even more dangerous where anybody can just take you out just for a couple of dollars.
Yeah, they can just straight up hit a lick. Um, okay, so beautiful. Looks like your hand is back up, and then Sean, you got your hand up. So y'all jump in when you can.
Okay, let me go off of what the Negro said about the whole if she's in that LGBT community, which it seems like she is, and her expectation level of, well, I'm in this community and I hate men, yada 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 yada, but then when I'm in a situation where whatever, if she got hit with a brick, that remains to be proven, I guess, at this point, where, some individual male does something that's extremely destructive or harmful, now I get to blame all men, or I'm putting it out there like men ain't. When I don't think she said men, I think she was using the N word. I have to rewatch the video again, but
Yeah, she used the N word. She was
yeah.
specifically talking about Negro Black American men. You can go there,
So
brother.
yeah, so she's putting it all on black men, and I don't use that word. I don't attach that word to myself. But again, that also to the mindset of the person, how she thinks about black men, not as black men, but as the quote unquote N word. That's a whole nother conversation, I guess. But it really is like her level of expectation is not really in balance with her lifestyle even. Like that's a whole nother, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, if that's your thing, that's your thing. Like, why aren't you going to a club that's kind of more catered to the lifestyle that you live even? And that's a choice. That's a decision again, because a nightclub is typically a heterosexual dating, mingling, let's get to know each other type of environment. And so she kind of, again, put herself in a situation that she wasn't even on the same, energy plane with. It's actually pretty. It's the fact that she's not taking any personal responsibility. To me, I think that's my biggest issue with it at this point.
Absolutely, Black, and that's exactly what she did. She went into the enemy's across enemy lines, and then wants to come out and can't understand why she got. Well, what did you really expect? You already don't like that group of individuals. So why did you go out here? Why did you do this? And now you're getting paid. So yeah, we need to be all up on um, GoFundMe. We need to make the case. We need to be on that ass. And we need to let them know, no, you're not, you don't get to do this. You don't get to make up shit and then get paid behind it. You got it, Governor, or whoever else want to jump on the mic.
Yeah, just to speak on what you guys just said, people from that community, they like to turn out heterosexual people, so that's why they go to the clubs. They like to turn them out. That's what it is.
Well, I guess she's mad that she couldn't turn nobody out then. I mean, that must be what had happened then.
She probably went home and tasted on somebody.
Man, I thought it was a transvestite family. I'm just gonna keep it a band with you. I thought it was a transvestite with a fat booty. I'm just gonna keep it real with you, family. And that's the reason why I ignored it, because of the flags. I was like, yo, her face is ugly. It looks like a man to me. It looked like a man to me. But that was just my take on it, family. Don't trust a big butt in the smile.
Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, hey. All right, I wanted to speak to, I think, Governor. He's still in here. This is where I'm at, right? The young lady off the bat was 100% wrong for what she did. And if she could have got away with it, she probably would have, right? And not batted an eye. With that being said, we as Black Americans have our folks, some of our folks, right? That I don't want to say, because a lot of them say that I'm not in the LGBTQIA. I just mess with whoever I mess with or something, right? So they don't subscribe to that mess. With that being said, sorry, I'm eating too. I apologize. I'm always eating, guys. With that being said,
what are you eating? What are you eating?
Orange.
Oh, okay. I was hoping it wasn't another person.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, my
now you're
Lord.
she tasting? Oh, Chase.
Oh, my God. Okay. Oh, Lord. Listen.
Wait. You guys should be congratulating a woman that's eating healthy foods, man. Salute to you, Miss Beautiful, for taking ownership of your body and putting the necessary nutrients in there. Salute to you, man.
See, look, we're on the same page. No, but serious. Y'all are a mess. But looking on the real tip. Even if another woman is with the woman, right? If that's our folks and she has not done anything wrong, or as we say, instigated anything with a man, because I do understand the power of just walking away. I know I can't 9 times out of 10 fight a man and win. It's just what it is, right? So my thing is to get far away from him, right? And if he continues to pursue me, and my folks, the men in my community sees this, I expect for them to check it, whether I'm heterosexual or not, right? Now, if I'm out there starting stuff and doing mess, then 9 times out of 10, if the women ain't already checked that stuff, because usually the women jump right on it, right? Or another man will check it. Like, hold up, what are you doing? Now if he get on you, then whatever. But with that being said, I don't think, and this is me, Governor, even though you said that your sister, I guess she like what you like or whatever, if she was in a predicament like that and she was hanging with the fellas, because I guess she thinks that she's more masculine than feminine, so she's not going to be with the women, and a guy just start aggressively attacking her for nothing, I'm for sure, well, I ain't for sure, but I will hope that you wouldn't allow that or any of the other brothers around, like Candace. We got Candace on here, right? We have a couple of people, not only a couple, at least I know about 5 or 6 that is outwardly, right? So it's just, I will hope that we would not do each other. I even had to check myself on some stuff because I was totally mad at one dude, well, a couple of guys that I think, I ain't gonna say allowed it, but promoted it and didn't really do nothing to stop some stuff, right? So I will hope not, but that's all.
But it's a personality thing, Miss Beautiful. You know what I'm saying? If my sister is in an environment where, she's outnumbered, I'm looking at her and I'm saying to her, okay, you didn't rationally think this through. You went based off of your feelings. So now you're asking me to step in and handle your bullshit. You're smarter than that. You move different than that. So if she's in a situation and something happens to her and I hear about it at the later date, I'm asking the 21 questions before I get activated because it's a learning experience for her because of how she carries herself. And my sister's very smart. She doesn't, she knows how to, humble down when she's hanging out with the homies. You know what I'm saying? And now she hangs around an older crowd of women, that's not really looking at her in that manner. My sister is 25 and she hangs around 45-year-old women just so she's not in that element of danger. So you just have to move smarter. It's a behavior thing. You can do whatever you want. You could be with whoever you want. You could taste on whoever you want. But at the end of the day, your behavior and what you think your capabilities are in protecting yourself stand out.
I think the biggest takeaway from this whole situation is because we can get into this thing and break it down and chop it up and make some logic and all that out of it. But the biggest point is before we even spent the time getting into it and trying to figure out this woman's mindset is the fact that she made this inaccurate statement. She was moving wrong, and now she's gotten paid through GoFundMe by disparaging Black American men. And that in and of itself is enough to say, stop it right there. Let's fix that first. Because to me, we're all going to make mistakes. Somewhere down the road, we're going to make mistakes. And how family do you? Family be like, well, that's your bed. Now you made it, you lay in it. It'd be like that sometimes. But for this particular situation, this woman is not Black American. You made a BS ass statement trying to lump all Black men into a thing where you went into an environment that you don't get down with what was going down. But now all of a sudden you're a victim and you got the bag behind that. No, that was a setup, and you disparaged Black American men, fathers, brothers, uncles. This is what you did. And that's what has to be addressed. Go somewhere else and run that game. Don't do it over here.
Miss Mel, I've always told my sister in those situations where you put yourself in harm's way, there's no such thing as a victim, only a volunteer.
Ain't that it?
Yeah, because it's like if it wasn't planned out and orchestrated, she's gonna get rewarded. If it was planned out and orchestrated, she's gonna get rewarded. So it's like she kind of coming up winning on both ends of it financially, and Black American men are taking the hit on it. So damn.
And we don't have, and Black American men don't have anybody. We don't have a media outlet. We don't have anything that can address this on a very large scale, like her viral video is able to be done. So, Sean, Negro, and Chase, y'all hands are up. Y'all take it however you want.
All right. Negro, I'm gonna hit you up in the back channel to learn more about your organization. Definitely want to get you some funds when my shit gets popping, like I'm trying to get it popping. And I won't need. We'll discuss the details. I want to learn more. I'll also read up on it so I can be more educated. So I won't be asking dumbass questions when I actually get this chop it up. Another thing, guys.
No problem. And I want to say thank you. That means a lot. That means a lot because I work very hard on my organization and I wear it with pride, or with esteem. They took over pride.
Yeah, you got the energy you need, brother. You sound young too. That's a plus. So you're gonna be fighting for a long time. Hey, yeah, anybody? I'm gonna make this announcement. Black majorities and DJ, they kind of shy, so I'll do it. If you're funded socially, turn on your post notifications because actually it helps because it makes you more aware. It makes you more front of mind. I've been in there a lot. And I'm enjoying the space more and more. You can go there, be yourself, ain't got to worry about being shadow banned. Can't be crazy though. I'm putting up no naked pictures or nothing like that. We don't want to see them slongs or nothing like that. Just be respectable, get in there, share information. I'm definitely gonna be spending more time in there creating content specifically for that space and sharing it out. That's what I've been doing with just content for that space and sharing out to social other platforms. We got to start harvesting or getting our people over there more and more as possible, as much as possible, because they're just as worthy as X or Facebook of the attention, just like the Negroes organization is as well. We can't sleep on our brothers' efforts. That's why I'm trying to go all in. I won't get a dime out of it, but that ain't even in front of my mind. What I do know is that they will use that money that they get to better the community, and that's all that counts to me. So yeah, it's great platform. Pretty much everything you do over on Twitter, or I'm gonna call it Twitter. Jack Dorsey calls it Twitter. I'm calling it Twitter. You could do over there. I think they might be getting social rooms, audio rooms. That'll be a plus. But anyway, you can do all that stuff over there. It's a great platform. Spend more time over there, but most importantly, turn on your notifications because it will keep the app front of mind or have you going back in there to check and see what's going on. And try to post more. At least try to post twice a week. Man. Even if you see an article, just copy the link, put it in, share it, paste it into a post, and then share it out that way. Don't share direct articles. Take their swagger jack their stuff. Piggyback off of their stuff. You know what I mean? That's what you need to start doing. Back on the topic. The woman, man, more and more videos I see, the more annoyed I get. I'm very annoyed. I'm getting resentful at this point that she used, like you guys said, denigrated us men for clout and cash. And then I saw that video of her popping it for the white dude. See how she acts around them. I really can't stomach that. Not because I'm got my head up my ass about interracial relations, but it's like you get around them and you're fun, fancy, free. Those are men. But you get around black men, you speak about black men, it's nigga this and nigga that, and they don't protect us and all these disparaging sentiments and statements. I'm really sick of that. I'm really sick of the gender war. I'm glad in these spaces we don't really harp on gender wars too much. But yeah, I'm really resentful. I'm not taking back my initial statement that she didn't deserve that. She didn't. Maybe she could have. Maybe could have slapped her. I don't condone violence against women, but he didn't have to use a brick on her face like that, if that even happened. And that's starting to come into question as well. Did it actually really happen? Other type of words? Hello?
Yeah, well, we never got the full 411 on that because the governor was saying that.
No, I thought DJ said so. I didn't hear him.
Oh, you there, DJ?
Yeah, he's whispering. Kevin Samuels is right.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I'm just tired of that type of behavior. It should be some type of blowback. Imagine if a Negro organization was in full effect, you can kind of, campaign to get that money put on hold until the facts came out to make sure she wasn't finessing, just for the mere fact that she used us like any other Karen would do. The black man's the bad guy. You know what I mean? It's like that sounds. It's like people just keep getting away with being white supremacists because they have black skin, and I'm tired of it. You know what I mean?
Hey, Sean, you need to come over to social. You know what I'm saying? Once a week. We do that liquor store radio where we play all the music and shit. So we live over there. I love social.
All right, for sure.
Yeah, we up on social. But as far as like socializing, yeah, we need to stop paying attention to hoes. You know what I'm saying? Handsome hoes, silly hoes, basic hoes, smart hoes, and actually get back to some real business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she ran into a brick wall. That's what happened. She ran into a brick wall. She twerked herself into a brick wall. The assailant is the brick wall. It was probably painted black. I'm standing on that black. That's what happened.
Hey, I want to broaden up the conversation just a little bit. Remember Cardi B when she was drugging and raping black men, quote unquote? I'm catching the same Cardi B vibes from that lady, Did she happen to get a break because she threatened to peg a man or some shit? She is from that community, Like, she is at a nightclub and there are drinks getting tossed around there. So, like, it leads to, like, a lot of things that's going through my little mind, little Negro mind about this.
But here's a bigger thing. That's I could see where you're going with that, but that's far from Cardi. Because if one had to be done with class, not that either one could be, at least Cardi was in a hotel room. Okay, this woman is out in public, running in the walls, according to Governor, doing what she's doing, and then somehow goes viral and made the black American man the culprit, the criminal, and it's been done on a large scale. That's the thing that should happen.
I got a question. Then we need to tie in the internet social platforms. It sounds like the algorithm. I'm sorry to cut you off, sister. It sounds like the algorithm is okaying that type of behavior. You get what I'm saying?
It might be, but the point, what we should be upset about is the fact that this woman felt comfortable enough to do it. We should be upset about the point that there are people actually in spaces defending this lady and siding with her with this blanket statement. All of these black men are. She didn't even single them out and say the black men at the event. You just made it a big blanket ass statement, and that's the part that's problematic. And now you've taken it to GoFundMe and you've gotten paid. And there's nobody stepping up to prevent that from happening in our community. It's not happening. Yes,
Miss Mel, I'm gonna bring you something from the lifestyle of pimping and hoeing that I grew up in. The reason why the black man is targeted in these environments is because he's the brokest trick. All right, he's just slinging big dick and he ain't got no money, so they look at him funny. So you just have to think about that when you talk about the religion of hoacity. You know what I'm saying? When you get down into the bread and butter of the religion of hoacity, you can see that, yes, they are going to implement the black trick because he is the brokest trick. They're going to do that. So black men, stop being tricked.
Right. And I get that. And I'm with you on that. But here's we're not.
But there was no black American men around, though, from what I saw in the thing.
Well,
there was no black American men.
The whole point is that even if it was even if it was all black American men, you do not get to go into an environment that you knew when you walked in there what you could expect to get out of it. And then you get what most people would expect would happen in that environment that you went into. And then now all of a sudden you make this propaganda statement and everybody and their uncle gets to buy into it. There's nobody else arguing the validity of your statement. and you get to get money from GoFundMe. This is the thing that we have to gatekeep. This is the thing we got to stop. We can't tell the people, well, go on, girl, get the bag, go on, get your bag. They have to feel uncomfortable or think twice about
Miss Mail.
doing something. And GoFundMe needs to be saying, we're not. No, you're going to have to prove that it wasn't some immigrants that did that, or that it wasn't. Right now ain't nothing stopping them. Ain't no checks or balances.
Well,
yes, Governor.
Well, we should have been stopping them when the white supremacists were shooting up them damn churches and stuff, and they're going on GoFundMe, and they're allowed to operate for their defense, legal defense.
Right. Absolutely.
Dude, these were some of the things that was driving me up a wall personally, seeing that, but yet still, Negro or Black American organizations can't get their dollars like that from the GoFundMes and all that stuff.
Well, maybe
we get blocked.
Well, this might. I do, and this might be where we need to start.
Agenda.
This might be where we need to start.
GoFundMe is emotional tricking.
Mm-hmm.
GoFundMe is emotional tricking. Look,
brother, when you coming out with your book, with your tricknology, because your school of thought has got me going through another parallel.
I mean, but Governor, that's okay. I mean, that part is okay. The point is that right now, this type of behavior is going unchecked. It's period. It's just going unchecked. And we're allowing this lady, and everybody else is going to come from behind her. We're allowing her to have her way. And we ain't saying shit. And nobody's saying shit on our behalf.
Everything is transactional. Everything is transactional, Miss Mail. Everything is transactional. So as long as you live in an environment of a transactional relationship, tricking and hoeing is going to reign supreme. That's
okay. So then we need to pull up as the pimp. Okay?
There you go.
We need to pull up as the pimp then. There it is. Because you don't get to do this. You don't get to pull up and talk this shit and get paid. And all we left with is, well, I guess this is what she said. And now you've been able to put this in the mind. Yeah, that's right. And you've put all this in the mind of other people, and we've not uttered a mumbling word that even, all we've done is say, well, that poor lady. Ooh, no. It needs to stop.
My thing is, the funds that she collected it supersedes the injuries that she acquired. So that's the problem with me. That looks like no more than $5,000 or maybe a couple $1,000 worth of facial damage. I don't see 100,000 coming out of it. You get what I'm saying? I think that there should be a cap depending on the injuries of the individuals. Because if she's going to sue these individuals, she didn't mention that. She didn't mention that she was going to file a report or restraining order and that she needed funds for that.
The thing about it is,
you get where I'm going at?
I do. And some of that's not going to be, GoFundMe doesn't give a damn about some of those pieces. That's the whole thing. This woman can get in there and say, oh, a spaceship landed on my car. And so when I was trying to twerk in front of the wall caved in. And whoever wants to go ahead and donate the money, they get it. GoFundMe does not give a damn. But the point is that this woman has gone up and said, Black American men ain't shit, this, that, 2/3, da. And people are giving money based on the words that came out of her mouth. So we need to be saying, as a community, saying, you know what? The next time you want to get on here and disparage Black American men, women, children, babies, whomever, you better qualify these damn statements, or we're going to be on GoFundMe's ass. We're going to be on that ass.
Hey, sister only. I think we need to be asking for the list of their donators. I guarantee you we're going to see some big WSs up in the crowd. We're going to see all types of individuals in the crowd that needs to be removed from the society, if you get what I mean.
Well, as long as we just do something, as opposed to letting this turn into a bag. This is a bag for every person that decides to go live and talk shit and then raise funds and then go home and pay their rent, pay their car note and whatever else in the hell they're trying to do. And they just do it over, rinse, wash, and repeat, or however this shit goes. That's how it's going. And again, it goes unchecked. And we allow it because we don't say nothing. We need to start saying something. We need to do something about it.
I mean, what are you going to do about emotional tricking?
Well, you can let them trick all day, but like I said, the pimp got to pull up to the organization of GoFundMe and say, listen, you have allowed this person to receive funds off of some
Mm-hmm.
bullshit propaganda. They
Mm-hmm.
stopped Kyle Rittenhouse or whatever that boy's name was from getting that money, and a couple other people got stopped from being able to receive funds raised off of GoFundMe. They would some GoFundMe accounts they wouldn't even open up based on the nature of the issue. So that's what that we need to get in there. Hey, this is a lie. It wasn't even Black Americans. This woman said that. Either make her change her story to whatever ethnicity was in there that hit her in the head or whatever.
It was a brick wall.
Okay, so get it out of the brick wall community. But either way, we got to make them hold these people accountable.
The diasporan brick wall. Man, there's probably there's probably a function on GoFundMe where you could challenge or report and say, hey, this, where's the police report? We feel
right.
like this is a story that needs a little bit more,
Vetting,
verification behind it. And a police report would be like the simplest measure to where, at least she did contact the police, because I don't think I've seen anything to show that she did that.
Yeah.
And do we have her link? Do we have her GoFundMe link?
She didn't have to because she went to the hospital, so all the hospital got to do is call the police.
Do we have her GoFundMe link? Because those are comments we could put on that link.
Yeah, I think it's up in the Jumbotron up there somewhere.
Yeah, it's like on
yeah, I see it from Daphne.
It's with the where she's smiling with the watermelon in her hand.
Yeah, I just broke that down to my aunt. Yeah, like, look, you got this is the other way you got to look at it. You know what I'm saying? My aunt was like, well, fuck it. If she out here doing that, it is what it is, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But she felt bad for it at the same time, too, though. It is what it is.
I don't feel bad for that hoe.
Me neither.
Neither do I, unfortunately. She can hold her own.
That's right, because she battling up against that brick wall that she ran into, that cinder block. Ain't no blood, DJ. Ain't no blood.
Hey, that's what I said. Well, people shit swell up different when you get hit. So if you think of it from boxing analogy, you know what I'm saying?
So she got a leather face?
Yeah, man. Hey, my great aunt said, them Africans, man, they got them hard faces, yo. Like leather, yo. I swear to God, my great aunt, 90 years old. So she said the shit you already know.
But see, even in the hospital, see, this is the thing. They're going to lance that. You know damn well in the hospital, if there's that much swelling, they're going to make a lance, and they're going to drain that shit. Nobody drained it. She got hit by a wall. That's what she hit. She hit a goddamn
she got
wall.
blunt force trauma right now. You feel what I'm saying? I'm with you on that. You know what I mean? So
it's either that
the medical report like the
she had or DJ. It's either that or she had an anaphylactic reaction to whatever hoe juice she was drinking. You know what I'm saying? She had anaphylactia and her face swelled up. That's all she needed was some Benadryl.
Look, out of 923 donations, the woman has $27,823.
Oh, so she don't pass the GoFundMe.
She surpassed it. But these people, 900 people, so these won't one little nickel and dime, $1.50, $2, $5 donations. Out of 900 people, this woman has over $27,000 that she got off this GoFundMe. And I don't know if this, I want to post this link straight to her GoFundMe so we can actually get on these comments. But I don't see the actual link. I just see the
Miss Mel.
Yeah.
Don't you remember the movie Thin Line Between Love and Hate?
Mm-hmm.
Her injuries look like that of socks and oranges. It's soft bruise swelling.
Yo, Black Majority, let me get that call by yo so I can play some videos. I got some shit up there.
That's soft bruise swelling right there. That ain't no brick.
Yeah, she probably did this to herself.
Mm-hmm. Like Lynn Whitfield did.
Hey, make sure y'all go visit that Mouthy Megan room up there on social. Y'all go support Mouthy Megan on Patreon and on the rate on the ScrewTube, whatever you call this shit. You know what I mean? YouTube. Hey man, tell the gang, tell the gang, tell the gang. Word up, yo. Check out my video I put up on social and I think it was This America room about the Spanish terrorists trying to steal the little black kids' bikes up in New York, man. Oh, they was about to get the brakes beat on. They lucky the cops. Heard that shit because that's what they do. They'll do something to you, to one of us, to get us riled up, and then start making mad noise after we realize that you outgunned. Not even just by numbers, like you outstrength. You know what I'm saying? They'll start making mad noise and shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's the black man. He was bothering me. But once the kid told him like, yo, he trying to steal my bike, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he swung first. You know what I'm saying? So let's fight. You know what I mean? I'm ready to go to jail, you know what I mean? Can I go in the same cell with them? But they wound up locking up the Spanish people. Who was what it was. I just felt bad for the little girl. She had to see that shit. There was this little Spanish girl. But it was what it was, man. Your pop shouldn't have been trying to steal, man. Make sure you get that, see you in probably 20 years. You know what I'm saying? You're getting deported. You know what I mean? Adios, amigo. You know what I mean? I'll take 2 tacos on the way, primo. Mm-hmm.
Debunking YouTube's on the time.